Hey everybody, welcome back to the VIP Financial Ed channel. Got a lot of huge updates for you today, so make sure you stick around for this episode. You're not going to want to miss this. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. I got a lot to update you on. I'm very, very excited. Before we get to the fun stuff, really important that we take a moment and let everybody know down in Houston that our hearts go out to you and your families. This is just a terrible, terrible tragedy. I have a lot of personal experience with Hurricane Katrina. I was able to actually spend about 3 months in New Orleans, and it changed my life. I went there a couple of years later, only to see that most of the devastation was still there. So whatever those of you who are not in Houston are able to do to help our audience members and the other residents of Houston, I'm telling you, every single effort you make goes such a long way, whether you're able to give $1 or $100 or $1,000, whether you're to give your time, whether you're just to pray for these people. Guys, you just cannot imagine what it's like to have 8 feet of water in your home. Everything is destroyed. In fact, I've got an interesting story, and I have never shared this on the channel, but while I was down in New Orleans, I was working for this volunteer grassroots organization called Common Ground, and we were dressing in full Teflon, the respirator masks every day, and going out into the neighborhoods and scrubbing people's homes with bleach water. And by the time I had made it down to New Orleans, the storm had hit probably 6 months earlier. I was down there in February, and by this point there was a 1/4 inch of mold from ceiling to floor, every building we walked into. So we went into this woman's home. Her name was Helen. And Helen was a 77-year-old disabled woman and confined to a wheelchair. And I remember meeting her for the first time. She was wearing this all pink outfit, and really overweight woman, just very distraught over what had happened. But the reason why was the poor woman got trapped in her attic for 3 days before her neighbor finally heard her screams and swam over and rescued her by pulling her underneath the water, underneath the door frame. And just that water getting into her ears caused not only the need for multiple ear surgeries, but she also had to have multiple eye surgeries. This was the first time that Helen had come back to her home since the water had drained, and she was seeing the devastation for the first time. And I'll never forget it. As we're going through her house, I was running a team of about 18, and we were scrubbing the house and gutting it. She was crying the whole time, and I remember opening up a closet in the front entryway, kind of a coat closet, and as I opened this closet, at the top, above the shelf that had been built into the home, there was a shelf, just kind of a handyman job, that had just exceeded the height of the water line. And on that shelf was a shoebox, and as I pulled it down, I just remember it was overflowing with photographs, old photographs of her family and loved ones. And I remember being overwhelmed with excitement, and I was so emotional, and I kind of took it down, and I was shocked that here, after everything that she owned was destroyed, I was able to set this in her lap, and she just burst into tears. And it was a life-changing experience. But here's the best part. She hadn't seen her son since the storm, and she thought he had died. And in that very moment, a handyman drove up, and these piranhas were flooding the streets of New Orleans at this time, doing everything they could to collect insurance money. And these contractors were coming in from everywhere around the country. And we thought that this was a contractor, but it turns out that this man knew her son and delivered the news that he was alive and well. So I know that that's certainly off topic, but guys, this is why these situations mean so much to me, and I'm gonna do what I can to try and break away after I return from overseas, to spend some time down in Houston and do what we can to just go down there and lend to healthy legs and arms. And hopefully some of you will be able to do the same thing. So let's move on now to the exciting news, because so much is changing right now, guys, and we can almost not even keep up with it, which is one of the best problems to have. And I'm here to tell you that the channel is growing faster than we ever imagined it would. Just 3 months ago, we were growing by anywhere between maybe 8 to 15 subscribers per day. And now we're growing by between 500 to 1,000 subscribers per day. We love it. I couldn't be happier. I want to teach as many people on the face of this earth as I can. Unfortunately, I'm unable to help everybody on the face of the earth. And as you might imagine, when you have videos that are going semi-viral, right? We've got videos that are getting tens and tens of thousands of views per month. We get a lot of requests for free coaching sessions. So now our free coaching sessions have been booked up by 10 to 12 weeks. So I apologize for that in advance, because we'd certainly love to be able to offer every single one of you coaching really quickly. We just can't. Now, in order to resolve that, what we've done is we've carved out a handful of quick start vacancies that we provide to people that are really serious, that think they'd be great candidates for one-on-one coaching. And we allow you to get started right away and bypass this long several month wait for the free coaching session. Our prices are ridiculously low for what you get. Compared to what you're paying for things like debt, compared to what you're paying by missing out on opportunity, the cost of this coaching is exponentially smaller than the return on the investment that you'll end up getting. So if you're serious about your money, then sign up for a quick start vacancy. It will require payment now. You dive in and get started with the coaching, and 2 to 3 coaching sessions down the road in the beginning of October, I'll be back in town and I'll be able to actually do your discovery intake coaching session. And we'll make sure that this is a compatible relationship. If for whatever reason, either party determines it's just not a fit, whether the math isn't making sense or the personalities aren't jiving up together, then that's okay. We can void the agreement and refund your tuition with no problem. But this is for people that are serious. If you're ready to make serious change within your financial future, then what are you waiting for? Your money is never sitting around waiting. It's either working for you or it's not. So allow those 24 hours of each day to be productive for you financially. With that in mind, don't call the phone number that we have on our website or in our videos expecting to get coaching questions answered. That phone number, guys, is used just to schedule your one-on-one coaching sessions. So coaching questions are only answered by designated coaches at designated time slots. So if you call that number, it's just to get on the calendar. You can certainly dial that number as well if you're interested in the Quick Start membership. Otherwise, when you go to the website, we'll put the link in the description below. You'll see 2 options. One option will be for the free coaching session, which you'll have to wait 10, 12, 15 weeks for. Or you can select the Quick Start option from the drop-down menu, and you'll instantly be added to our Executive Director, Jenny DeSelm's calendar in order to discuss the exact terms and conditions of that Quick Start membership. Again, 0 risk to you, and aside from the price points that we offer our first responders, our military servicemen and women, our law enforcement, firefighters, civil service individuals, this is the best price you're gonna get. We honor that same price point for both Quick Start members as well as for our civil servants. So guys, I'm so excited to be a part of this journey. This is truly one of the most exciting things that I think I've gone through. The creative energy that's going on now, the ability to take 100% of our attention and focus it on just you is one of the most special things that I can remember professionally. Furthermore, guys, we're now seeing through various methods, through our other ClickFunnels projects, that this very method is generating not just tens of thousands of dollars per year, but tens of thousands of dollars per month for industry professionals, including us. In fact, if you check out our images here, you'll see 3 images of our bank statements over the last 3 months for a specific account that we're using by just monetizing YouTube for different projects, not our coaching program, but different programs through our ClickFunnels. We're now earning between $30,000 and $50,000 per month. And what's really exciting is we're now trying to design a way of teaching you professionals how you can do the same thing. So if you've got something that you're really passionate about, once you identify your message, your reasons why, this can be a terrific alternative stream of income for you where you can drive your cash flow higher. We're gonna be coming out with some additional videos talking about those concepts here soon. So be on the lookout on this channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe below. Do that now, just take 1 second, click that subscribe button and make sure you hit the little bell. That bell turns on the notifications so that you're alerted every time a new video is uploaded. Guys, we really appreciate you. Go ahead and in the comments section below, let me know exactly what other types of content you'd like to see us produce on this channel. We've got a huge curriculum already designed for you that's gonna carry us well throughout the rest of this year. But we'd love to be able to make sure we tailor the discussions to things that you're really interested in when it comes to money. Guys, again, thank you. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video. Until then, make it a great day and take care.